Hello everyone, this is Lydia. In this video, I'm going to take you through my process for creating a card in Design Space. My first step after deciding what size card to make is to make the card base. This card will be A2 size, so the base needs to be 8.5 by 5.5 inches. So I'll insert a square, unlock the padlock, make it 8.5 inches wide and 5.5 inches tall. I have my screen zoomed in here so you can see what's going on a little bit better. So I'm going to make this white. The next step is I'm going to put a score line in from the Shapes panel. So select the score line, and it needs to be as tall as the card, so 5.5 inches. Now, holding down the Shift key, select the score line and the square, go to Align and Center. I'm not going to attach it yet because I'm going to add text for the inside of the card. To add text to the inside of the card, I'll click on Text, and I'm going to copy and paste my text in. Now I want this to be written text. First thing I'm going to do is make it smaller. I'm going to bring the font size down to 24. So, and then on the font menu, I want to make it written. It's going to be written text by the machine. So I have Cricut font selected, and then I'm going to select writing and also kerned so that I don't have to adjust the spacing on my text. So I'll pick one of my favorites, which is Alyssa Stencil. And just click off of that, and it's right there. I clicked somewhere else on the canvas, but that's okay. And then just adjust the text box till it fits in the space that you need it to fit into. That looks good right there. And select all of those layers and attach. Now I have the base layer of this card finished and attached. So now I'm going to put a matte in. It's going to be purple. First I'm going to size it. I want it to be 4 inches wide and 5.25 inches tall. And it's going to go on the front of the card, but I'm just going to park it right there and make it purple. And now the top layer is going to be 3.75 by, whoops, I forgot to unlock my padlock. That's okay. Make it 5 inches tall. And I also want it to be yellow. Now I'm going to put a drawn image on there. So I'll click Images, Browse All Images, and I'm going to search for Easter cross. Now I'm going to filter. Obviously I have 7,000 results. It's going to be way too many, but I know I want it to be a drawn image, so I'll go over here and select Draw Only and Cut and Draw, and that narrows it down quite a bit. And so I'll scroll down here until I find the one I want. And I'd like to pick this one. Now this has some text on it, My First Easter, and I don't want that. I also don't want this this background for it, so I'll just select that and delete it. Now to get rid of the text on there, I'm going to click Contour. First thing, I'm going to get rid of these little marks here and just click on those to hide them, and so that they won't be drawn. And then I will just click on the letters, and don't forget to get the middles of the A and the R's. And that's all taken care of. And now I just need to size it, put it right about where I want it. And I'm going to do this in a gel pen and purple. Of course, the machine doesn't know what color or type of pen that you're using, but this just gives you a more accurate representation. So just make that just a tiny bit bigger. And then I'll hold the Shift key down, select the drawn image and the square. I'm going to center that horizontally and attach. So the next thing is I'm going to put wording down here, and I'm going to do that with vinyl. So that won't need to be attached, but I just need to go grab that. So this is, I'm going to pick out an image here. And I need to, this is going to be a cut image, so I need to take off my filters there. So now I'm seeing a lot more images here. And this is the one I want. Add to canvas. Okay, so I don't want the words going up and down like they are. I want them to go across. So this is easy to do with duplicate and contour. So I'm going to duplicate it twice. Now, once I've duplicated it, it's important not to resize. So just go here to contour. And what I'm going to do is click hide all contours, and that's going to hide everything but one thing. And in this image, it's the R. So I'll unhide what I want for this section, which is the he, and I'll hide that R. And go up here, click the X to get out of it. Go to the next one, contour. I'm going to hide all contours and select the is. It's going to catch up with me there. And hide that R. And then the last one, hide the first two. Well, do hide all contours. And then I just need to unhide these last 4 letters. I'm going to line these up, select them, and center vertically. So now they're positioned the way I want it. Now I still have to size them. So I'm going to go ahead and attach them because I want them to cut in this configuration here so I can easily transfer them. But obviously it needs to be smaller. That's about this. Whoops. Just undo. If you mess up, Control Z to undo. Then I'm going to make that silver because that's what it's going to cut out as. And that's all there is to it. I just need to save my project. And then hit Make It. Now, if I'm going to do multiple copies of this card, just put 4. I'm going to do 4, so I'll put in 4, click apply, and so I can move these around the mat however I want to fit my material. Let's say I just had a strip of vinyl, and on this one I'm going to use 8.5 by 11 cardstock, so I can do that and it will automatically fit it on 8.5 by 11. So pretty easy. The assembly for this card is very simple. I just have all my pieces here, my card pieces and my vinyl sentiment and the transfer tape. So I'll just take this layering piece and put it on my base. And then to transfer the vinyl, just get this transfer tape, and you can reuse the transfer tape multiple times. Just try to stick it on there fairly straight. And then I just peel the backing straight off, and hopefully that gets everything in. You have to watch out for those the dots on the eyes. And then I just try to, I'm kind of lining this up with the lines on my mat, and then just try to eyeball it and get it as straight as possible. And then I just kind of lightly rub it down with my finger just where the vinyl is. Don't rub where the transfer tape is by itself on the card, because you may damage the cardstock. And then I just start at the end, and this may take a little bit of coaxing. There. Then just get it started, and then peel straight back, and that makes it come off a bit easier. And then I'll save that transfer tape for later, and then just use my tape runner again. And I'll just swipe it with my brayer, and it's ready to be mailed. I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, please give me a like and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you.